This week, I listened around again, so you Dante have to. Last time, Nvidia shed $1 trillion in a day. I made you that short. And I left you with a question. Is this AI demand topping out? Today, that question gets a straight answer. 3 insiders, back to back, laid their ledgers on the table. One runs supply. One runs demand. And one is the guy selling the shovels. Here as the punchline up front. On the demand side, there S no sign of a ceiling. But here S the part that flips your intuition. Every time the cost drops, demand doesn't shrink. It grows. The cheaper it gets, the harder we use it. That S, not a punchline. It S an old law with a name. I'm meters not picking a side. I'm meters handing you all 3, as they said it. Next 2 years, whether your AI gets cheaper or gets gated, that S on you. Same as always. Let's put names to voices first. 3 camps take the stage.
First, Dylan Patel again. You met him last episode. His shop, SemiAnalysis, is one of the most listened to voices in AI hardware. This time, in his Sequoia sit-down, he S running the supply ledger, why compute can never catch up.
Remember, he is also the source behind that Nvidia delay rumor in my short.
Second, a new face. Greg Brockman, president of OpenAI. On July 2nd, at an AI summit, he ran the demand ledger.
This is the guy on the front line of demand, burning cash harder than anyone. But plant a little red flag here. The more compute he S short on, the more reason he has to shout infinite demand. Listen through his book.
Third, and this one S, the fun one, the shovel seller himself. Nvidia. One of their VPs, Bryan, came out to explain why Nvidia is building its own open models.
Even the shovel guy is hedging. We'll get to that signal. 3 people. 3 ledgers. 3 seats. Dante rushed to believe any of them yet. Demand side first. Brockman S. book. He dropped a hard line.
He said, there is not going to be enough compute in the world to satisfy all the demand.
Not short for now. Short forever. What is his basis? He gave numbers.
Right now, the people really using AI as a full-time assistant, maybe 10, 20 million. ChatGPT as total users are 1 billion.
20 million against 1 billion. Meaning the real demand hasn't even started leaking out yet.
He tossed out another number. Every week, about 230 million people ask ChatGPT about their health.
Just the ask a doctor use case is already that big. His bet, once every person, every company, is using AI all day to get work done. The appetite for compute gets bigger than you can picture right now. But the least intuitive part is in T there. It is that cheaper means we use more law.
At that same summit, someone put it bluntly, our appetite is outrunning the efficiency gains.
Translation, chips and models are getting cheaper, dropping a big chunk each year. But the money we save doesn't shrink the total bill. Because it got cheaper, we use way more, and the total spend goes up. This has an old name, the Jevons paradox. Over a century old. Back then it was coal. The more efficient the steam engine, the more coal a country burned. Today, it S-compute S-turn. You've got the demand side. Now the supply side. Patel S-book. One question, if everyone knows it S-short, why not build like crazy and fill the hole? He gave a brutal little metaphor.
He said, every extra chip you add is one more money printer. Take Anthropic. Its gross margin per token is over 80%. Even if compute costs doubled, it still hold a 50% margin.
You get what that means? As long as renting a chip earns way more than the chip costs, you rent till you drop. Build it, fill it, build it, fill it. It never fills up.
Supply isn't idle either. New compute this year, net of delays, is about 20 gigawatts. Next year, over 30.
Scary numbers, right? And still short. Because demand grows exponentially, and supply chases it in a straight line. One's doing backflips, the other S taking steps. The gap only widens. So the question is, burning like this, doesn't it blow up one day? That's exactly the question mark I left you in that short. Patel's answer is dead simple.
He said, as long as the value the models unlock outruns the pace of compute expansion, nothing breaks. The only real signal for a pullback, models stop improving.
Just that one. The day the models stall, that S when the tide goes out.
And right now, models aren't just improving. They've hit the self-improving stage. Models are helping write the infrastructure code for the next models. It compounds.
So look back at that trillion Nvidia shed. That wasn't demand topping out. It was money rotating off Nvidia onto others. It was the China market lost. It was a delay people are still arguing about. What got reshuffled is who supplies, not whether we still want it. That demand well is still pumping. So where S the ceiling on supply? Last episode I told you, it S not chips, it S power. This time, Patel updated the numbers.
By 2030, OpenAI and Anthropic alone will draw over 100 gigawatts. 100 gigawatts is roughly a mid-sized country's entire electricity use.
And that power keeps getting harder to cram into one chip.
For 20 years, chip power density has been stuck around 1 watt per square millimeter. Today, one Nvidia chip pulls 1,400 watts. Next-gen Rubin is heading for 2,000. Go further up. The rack they call Kyber, one cabinet draws 600,000 watts.
600,000 watts. One cabinet. Sit with that heat, that power draw. That's why, Patel says, the future isn't T who builds biggest, it's S who can feed the power. Same 1 gigawatt of power. Google squeezes 1.5 gigawatts of compute out of it, pure scheduling skill. Power is the real floor of this whole race. And this last signal is the most interesting one. Even the shovel seller, Nvidia, has started hedging.
They sent out a VP, Bryan, to explain why they build open models, called Nemotron. A chip company shipping open models and promising to keep doing it for the next 5 years.
Feel how contradictory that is.
His reason, Moore's Law stopped working long ago. You can just stack chips for performance anymore. Every company needs to be able to build its own AI.
Plain version, what Jensen fears most is a few cloud giants owning all the compute and all running their own custom chips. The day that happens, Nvidia gets cut out.
So he sprays money everywhere, investing in new AI labs, propping up small cloud players, backstopping their credit.
It has chumming the water, breeding a swarm of rivals to his rivals. So the whole board doesn't fall into those few cloud giants' hands. Even the single biggest vested interest is buying insurance against a demand shift. That, by itself, is the most honest signal there is. One round done. My take is still one line. Don't let crash, bubble, trillion-gone headlines lead you by the nose. Keep 3 things separate: stock rotation, geopolitics, and AI demand peaking. The first 2 happen daily. The last one, as of today, hasn't happened.
One number to weigh, this year alone, OpenAI raised $122 billion. Even Anthropic's boss joked it as YOLOing it.
100+ billion in, reckless or first mover. Nobody can call it yet. So next 2 years, watch 3 signals. That S enough. 1, watch whether models keep improving. The day they stall is the real ceiling. Everything else is a feint. 2, watch the price of your AI. Does it keep dropping off a cliff? Or does someone gate it? Dropping means demand as still growing. Gated is when you worry. 3, watch whether a vested giant like Nvidia keeps hedging this hard. The more it hedges, the more it tells you this game is far from settled. These 3 signals tell you the truth earlier than any so-and-so shipped a new chip headline. And all of that is relay, plus my own read, with some speculation. Not investment advice. Meter's the one who reads the whole round for you, then relays it. Next episode, I'll keep passing the insider's words along.